Today I'm going to be showing you the books we got this Christmas. The first book we got is I Am a Cat. I purchased this at Barnes & Noble's. It is 3 volumes in one, and this book goes over a cat's life, and it's written in the cat's perspective, and there's a lot of really great insights on how this cat, this nameless cat, sees people and humans. I thought this was a really great book, especially because we've been into Asian culture a lot recently, Japanese, Chinese, Korean. So it's very interesting, and I would totally recommend this. I got this at Barnes & Noble's, and I think it was about $20, but normal price, but I think we got it on sale. I totally recommend this. It's a great read. It's not too hard of a read either. I mean, I know it's 500 pages, but it's just how it's laid out. It's very conversational. It's really great for expanding your vocabulary. The next book we got is from our local library's book sale. They have a book sale like every other month. So there was a lot of great books I found just a couple weeks before Christmas, and I'm going to show you guys some of them. This is a play by Oscar Wilde, The Importance of Being Earnest. They always have this, but I always hear about this play. It's one of those, like, in your life you're going to read it at least once. So I picked this up. I think it was 25 cents, and I felt like because it is a classic, why not get it. This one is exclusive to our state, I guess, or unless you're interested in Florida history. This is Florida Made, the 25 most important figures who shaped the state. I think, yeah, I got this at Marshall's. I got this back in October, and I've been saving it for Christmas. I like how it's laid out, and it's interesting because, again, it goes over 25 most important figures who shaped the state of Florida, which is where we live, so it felt like this was, a great read. Another great book I got for Christmas is A Nation Reformed. This is about education in America and what's wrong with it, what needs to change, and I thought this was a great book. It looks like it's almost brand new, but I picked this up from our local library's book sale also. Again, we get like a bunch of books. Every time there's a book sale, we always get like at least 20 books. So I don't know how much this is, but I know that for all these books, I think about 20 we paid like less than $8. So again, we're very grateful to have that source. But this is a great book. Again, it's very fitting for what we're into. We're going to be going into education. So again, this is a great book to have. The next book I got was The Life of John F. Kennedy Jr. Last time I showed you guys Jacqueline Kennedy's her book about her. I think that even came with audio disc, and now we're reading about her son. But so we just decided to, hey, we were already on the topic. We just read Jacqueline Kennedy, why not read the son? So this one's from our book sale. The next one I got was also from our book sale, and I think this is probably one of the best ones I picked up. This is, it wasn't this much. That was the old, this was an old price. We did not pay this much. Again, it came with a big lot of whatever book we chose. So this is all the U.S. presidents, and then some facts about them and the first ladies, and where they lived, where they grew up. So I thought that was very interesting, because I was like, this is a great fact book to have, so you can just refer to this. It also, look how nice, it's like these kind of glossy pages. So I was very happy to find this. Smithsonian Presidents, Every Question Answered. So that's, again, this one's from our book sale. Very happy to have this. Great reference book. Great book to always keep near you and go through it. Another book I got was, this is a botany coloring book. Because the botany book we have is like a college book, and it's very wordy, and the topic is like, we chose to study botany because we like the topic, but I feel like how it's presented makes it very dull and boring, which is totally not what botany is. So I got this botany coloring book from Amazon. I think it was kind of pricey. I think it was almost $20, but again, because we really needed something to like jog some inspiration, because botany is starting to feel like a drag. So now we got this, and again, it goes over some of the facts here on the first page, the left page, and then you color it in on this page. I just felt like having more photos, and instead of like, because I can show you the botany book we have, it's a lot of like, I mean, it's very wordy, and it's also, the chapters are very long, and the questions are very long. It's like 30 questions, and they're multiple, like, you know, A, B, C for each one. So I felt like that was kind of a little too much. It's going to make the topic feel like it's not interesting or boring or, you know, uninspiring. So this is a great resource. This is going to make it a lot easier and, you know, less of a struggle to get through. So again, this one was from Amazon. I think it was about $15, $16. So I wanted to quickly show you the botany book I was talking about. Again, we didn't get this recently. This was in one of our school curriculum, but I wanted just to show you so you can see how long it is. Book. So this is just one chapter, and they don't have it broken down in sections. They just have it, you know, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. They don't have it like, you know, sections. So as you can see, this is actually probably one of the shorter chapters, but it seems like it kind of just goes on and on. There's a lot of reading. This is still just one chapter. And then finally you get to your summary, important terms, and then your review questions, which again go on for like 2 pages. So again, this will be very helpful. A great thing to remember is just don't feel like you have to be stuck to your textbook. If you are a textbook learner, don't always chain yourself to the textbook. You can just read some of the information. Just as long as you get the information in your head, that's really all that matters. Doesn't matter how. The next book we got was from Barnes & Nobles, and I was really surprised to see that these books were $10. This is an illustrated Odyssey, the Homer. But I was like, I thought these were going to be a lot more, because look how beautiful these books are. I'm very used to paying, like, you know, $20 for a hardcover, especially one that's illustrated with these glossy pages. I was very surprised. So there's a lot of these books at Barnes & Noble, especially the classics, that are really cheap now. I don't know if that's always how they are. I don't really shop at Barnes & Noble. Usually everything is Amazon for me, or again, our book sale. But I was really impressed to see how this was only $10. I'm very used to hardcover books being, you know, $20, sometimes even $30. So I was pleasantly surprised. And this is, again, the illustrated edition, so there's some very beautiful art in here. And these are glossy pages. I don't know, but always, like, pretty books always make it more inspiring for me to read. There's the preface. Let me try to get and show you some of the... Yeah, see, even how it's spaced makes it seem like it's not too intimidating. Wow. It's a very pretty book. I was very happy to find this. Okay, so again, this was only $10 from Barnes & Nobles. Again, I highly recommend this. I mean, but then again, you know, I'm a big fan of Greek mythology and classics, so also pretty books, you know, so that, again, for me was a great find. The next one I got is very popular. This is The Art of War. They had many different covers there too. They had books that were hardcover, those were more expensive. Those were like $25 for the very beautiful, like, gold embossed, you know, Art of War books. I don't know why they had so many different types, but I saw that, and I just picked the one that looked like the simplest, because I just you know, for me, I have to be careful choosing like all these pretty books, because then I'll never read them. You know, I think they're too pretty. I'll just put them to the side. I'll never read them. But this is a very popular book. I think everybody's heard of this at least once. And it's very popular for, it's again the most famous study of strategy ever written, and has an extraordinary influence on the history of warfare. Again, this was about $17, but again, I feel like it was worth it. You probably could find this on Amazon too. It's just since I, was at Barnes & Noble's and I saw it, I was like, might as well pick it up now. The next three I have were all from Amazon, but I also saw they did have them at Barnes & I haven't even touched any of this yet. I haven't read any of it. But I've been wanting to get this for a while. Again, that was the three set we got from Amazon. Again, I'll have it linked in the description. Another one we have is, again, how I said we were very into, right now, or pretty much everything we're reading or interested in is Asian. And this is kind of a, more of a heavier topic, but this is a North Korean girl's journey to freedom in order to live. Again, our main focus this past couple months has been the history of Korea, specifically North Korea. So again, this was perfect to go along with this. This is again counting towards our history, but it's one of our interests. And again, this one I got from Barnes & Noble also, and this was about like $18, but for us it's worth it because it's a topic we are interested in. I also, on my Instagram, I post every once in a while what we're reading or what books I found that I think are really great recommendations. And that was one of the books we got from Barnes & Noble. So if you go and check out, I'll have a link to my Instagram in the description, Logic with Julia. And I show you there on my Instagram stories. Sometimes I post something, and usually you can get a little preview of what the video is going to be. And if there's any books you like we don't show in the videos, we show there. So make sure to go check that out. Another one we've got is, again, also been interested in art. So this is just patterns. This I got from our book sale. This is just a bunch of different patterns. Again, we need something inspiring for us. And it comes with a CD-ROM. And again, that was just, one of our personal interests. And this one is just, again, we're big fans of maps. So the Agile Rabbit book of historical and curious maps. All these different beautiful maps. I just thought that was, again, fascinating. This is from our local library's book sale also. This also comes with a CD-ROM. And the next book I got, this one is again also about art. This one is probably one of my favorites. I'm really a fan of this kind of like Art Deco graphic art kind of look. I just love the beautiful colors. But this was about $15. This was from Barnes & Noble, and I'll show you some of it. I love these like bright colors. It's very pretty. And that was, so again, a lot of our main interests have been art. Another one of our art books we got. This was from our book sale. I got this almost over a month ago now. But this is Designing Disney Theme Parks. We've been Disney fans for a very long time. And again, this gives like an inside scoop, step by step, of how the theme parks, Magic Kingdom, Disneyland, Disney Tokyo, everything, how these all were built. But here's the next one we have. Again, another Disney book. The Disney That Never Was, the stories and art from 5 decades of unproduced animation. Again, we're big fans of animation also. Here's this. I think I should be coming to the last book here. And then I'll show you some of like the cool like little notepads and stuff we got also, since it's, what we're going to use as bookmarks and things like that. This is our Pixar book. This is the art of Pixar. It's just, I don't know, it's very pretty. I love this kind of stuff. So this was again from our book sale. Another thing we got, this is not a book. This is very cool though. I got this again, Barnes & Noble. I think it was about $15, maybe a little bit more. This is a feather pen set. I always wanted one of these. I think this is so cool. I'll show you. So, as you can see, here's your feather quill. Here's your quill. And then they have the ink that comes with it, and all the different little pen pieces. And there is instructions on how to use it and what goes into which one. Okay. Another one I got is, this was actually from store Beals or Bells, however you pronounce it. I don't know. Beals or Bells, whatever one. This is the states of the USA, and this is again state flags, shapes, capitals, and landmarks. And I thought this was a great idea because even though I know most people memorize the 50 states when they're like 10 or even younger, but I feel like people forget. And then also, I don't know many people that know the state flags. I mean, I know my own state flag, but I don't know. If somebody said, do you know what Alabama's state flag is right now? I wouldn't know. So I feel like it's a great idea to refresh on these things. Let me show you. It comes with a little map. And again, state capitals, most populated cities. See, like here, this is Florida. Again, it's a great refresher to have this. And it also is in the form of a game, so I felt like that was, again, more engaging. Having a game makes it a lot easier, more engaging, you know, makes it fun. This, which I feel like is, again, a lifesaver because of somebody who reads in the dark. This is very helpful. If you don't want to have a bright, have your room lights on, you don't want to have, your nightstand light on, you can have this little light like this. And it is from Amazon. I don't know how much it was. I'm going to say it was definitely under $10. And again, there's different settings. And then to turn it off is a long press, and it's off. And you can adjust this, delicately. And it's just clips onto the page like this, and you have it set up. I think this was, again, a great purchase. I think it has like about 30,000 hours. And you can charge it, like this. You put this into the charger, and then there you go. But again, I thought this was a great purchase. This has been very, very useful. Another one I got was, I think this was also from Beals. And of course to J, or Logic with Julia. But again, I thought this was very cool to have. I also like to, whenever I'm reading something, I like to make notes on it. So I kind of use these as my bookmarks. And, you write a note, and then you just put it in there so you can remember where you left off, or things you want to remember from that chapter you read. It's kind of the same thing. I use this just, to just jot things down whenever I have an idea. So again, this was about $3. And this was, let's just say if this was $3, this was probably more like $4 or $5. But again, it's very pretty looking. I love this. Also, it has a magnet on the back. For those are all our books we got, and book supplies for Christmas. Thank you for watching. New videos will be coming out soon. Again, I've taken a break for like a month because I've been very busy. Again, I have to get the transcript ready, which I'll try to make a video on that once I finish it, just so you can see how it's laid out. There's a lot of, again, people I'm sure already have that out there, but that's what we've been working on currently. And if you have any questions or recommendations for future videos, feel free to comment them down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. See you next time.